Hello everyone and welcome back to This Is Real Life. I'm your host Sheri, and today we are in the nice, cool house sitting on the family room floor because many times you've heard me say, I'm brilliant, I'm brilliant, I'm brilliant, I'm brilliant, I'm brilliant. But today I am really legitimately brilliant. I thought of a way to save us so much money. It is embarrassing to the company that we are going to do we can make that in this DIY Wednesday. So I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I've seen it, come through as an ad on the Instagram. It's this thing and it's called MixTiles, an 8x8 removable tile. I have seen it on the Instagrams a lot, and especially now that I clicked on it to find out more about it, I see it all the time. You send your photos to them and then they will print them out on 8x8 squares so that you can hang them in a grid sort of fashion, whatever. You make your own art gallery with all of the same size prints that happen to be your photographs. It's a super cute idea. I mean, it's really, 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 really cute. And their claim to fame, I don't know if this is really their claim to fame, but what they really hit you over the head with is that these things are removable. You could just stick it on, take it off, stick it on, take it off. Here's the deal. Individual 8x8 MixTiles are $12 each. And then they have a bulk rate, 8 tiles for $69 instead of $96, 16 tiles for $119, or 24 tiles for $159 instead of $288. Now they have different tiles, I guess you can choose from. The popular is just where your photo goes to the edge. They also have one called Clean, Ever, Bold, and Classic. It's like a cute idea. No more nails or damaging walls. I love hanging tons of photos of us. They're perfect. I was like, yeah, it's a cute idea. Maybe you're like me, you take a bunch of photos. Remember back in the day when you actually had to take photos on a camera and then go over to the Walgreens and then print actual hard copies of photos out? Yeah, I have boxes and boxes of actual hard copies of photos. But I also have a phone full of photos that's just sitting there doing nothing. So I was like, oh, this might be a good idea. I'll upload photos and get these MixTiles, do a gallery wall for Davis up the stairs. And then I was like, hell to the no, $12 each. Even with the bulk discount, if you want to get 8 tiles, that's $69. We can make that. It's gonna be so cheap because everything we need is at the Dollar Tree. I knew there would be a way to make these. At first, I was going to make my own tile, I guess. I was gonna get chipboard, I was gonna go through the whole rigmarole, and then I went to the Dollar Tree and I saw these canvases. Now these canvases are 8.5 by 8.5, and I think the MixTiles didn't say it was 8x8, but as far as the thickness is concerned, I think the MixTiles are this thick. But then I also did find these ones are 8x8. It just so happens that the Dollar Tree I went to only had 4 and a shit ton of the 8.5 by 8.5. So I got the 8.5 by 8.5. I'm gonna save these 8x8s because I'm gonna make these for Davis's grandma. I also did see a pack of 3 8x8s we just got a Five Below and I'm super excited about it, for $5. And they're all just printed, they want you to hang this on your wall as art. But I said, we're gonna use these for MixTiles. So I just went on my computer and I printed out a bunch of different photos, 7.5 by 7.5, because a piece of paper is 8.5 and my printer doesn't print edge to edge, but that's okay. That leaves a 1/2 inch border of white. That makes this photo fit perfectly on this canvas with a 1/2 inch white border. I know, it's literally color printer ink on plain old white paper. And I wouldn't even say my printer is the best printer in the world, and I didn't even do anything to the photos. I literally got them off my phone, emailed them to myself, plopped them in a Word doc, hit print. I printed out 14 photos, and I actually have 12 canvases that we're gonna work with today. Oh, and don't you worry, even though these canvases have little picture hangers on the back of them, well, guess what the Dollar Tree sells? friggin' removable glue dots. I don't know how good these are going to work, but there are 36 glue dots in a pack for $1. And I thought, whatever, I'll test them. We'll take this off and we'll just put a glue dot in each one of the corners. And now, they may not hold. They do have permanent ones of these glue dots as well, but because MixTiles said they're removable, I said I'm going to get the removable ones, and we'll see how these work. For me, it's not that big of a deal to me to put 12 nails in a wall. It just really isn't. But because I want to recreate MixTiles exactly as they offer, I got these removable glue dots. So what we need to do first, because a good majority of these, the image wraps to the side. I don't want that showing. So I got white paint from the Dollar Tree. So I'm gonna paint a thin layer of white paint just to, camouflage that image on the top. And then on the sides, I'll probably make sure I go real hard with the white. And like I said, I got 12. So that's $12 for 12. A MixTile is 1 for $12. Except for, don't forget, I did spend $1 on this paint. And then when we put our images on here, we're gonna use some Mod Podge for $1 as well. I bought a shit ton because I didn't know how many it would take me. So far, I'm into it for $13. And then once we do the photos, we'll figure out how much Mod Podge we need. But again, nowhere near 8 for $69. Nowhere near that price, MixTile. You guys are silly. So I have opened up all of my canvases. Oh gosh, look at how easy these things. I can get this out with my hand. No problem there. Tempera paint in white. And yeah, not difficult. I'm literally just gonna be painting a nice, why does that look? Hello? Dollar Tree white paint. Did I not? Is this not paint? Are you kidding me right now? Tempera paint, right? What's happening? What is happening? Where's the white pigment? Come on, Dollar Tree white paint. Are you kidding? Yeah, I got nothing. This looks like Mod Podge. What the shit is this? I'm so confused right now. There is no effing way. What is this? I mean, even when I put it on my hand, it doesn't look like paint. What the hell is this? Dollar Tree, did I just waste $1? Dollar Tree better hope to hell I have some white paint in the garage or I'll be pissed. I'll be right back. Okay, I did find some white paint in the garage, but I don't know how much is in there and I don't know if I'll be able to cover all this, but are you fucking kidding me, Dollar Tree, with this? Really? Seriously? That's one strike. Let's get this open, please, Lord. Oh God, there is not a lot in here. Let's get some off the lid. Oh, that's what white paint's supposed to look like, Dollar Tree. Whatever. I think I'll do all my darker images first. I don't want to go to the store and get white paint so that I know I have enough coverage. We're just covering this. I just have a sponge brush. Like I said, I just want to cover the top so that it doesn't bleed through my photo. And then I want to get the sides really, really, really good. So basically, I'm just going to be in the air conditioning, painting canvases for days. And depending on when these dry, I might do a second coat on the edge. Not quite sure. This is interior house paint, so I'm guessing the coverage might be pretty nice. I'm just going to paint these 12 of them real fast, real easy. Let them dry. Okay, so I have one coat on all of them, and I still do have enough paint to do a second coat. I just really want to be certain, like, look on this blue feathery one. I want to make sure that that does not bleed through my photograph. But I think doing a second coat might alleviate that. As I was painting them, I did remember seeing at the Dollar Tree, which I didn't pick up because I was like, damn, wouldn't it be nice if there were just 8x8 square white canvases? And I'm sure that they do make them like at the Michaels or maybe at the Joann's has them, but I guarantee they're not gonna cost $1. They did have blank canvases at the Dollar Tree, but they were rectangle. If you didn't want them square, you could always go that route and then not have to paint them and they would still be $1. But I wanted them square because MixTiles are square, so I'm painting them. Don't get that Dollar Tree paint that I just got because that didn't do shit. If you can, get it from the Joann's or the Michaels, those little tubes that are 99 cents, or to a can of white spray paint. And that might be a lot faster. I'm gonna wait for them to dry just a hair more, do a second coat, and while that second coat's drying, we'll go ahead and move on to prepping our photos that we printed on our color printer. Okay, so all of our coat 2s are drying and we can start to prep our photos. So I'm just gonna slide some of these out because you know me, I'll probably end up fucking one up if I don't get them out of my way. Move it. For the photos, like I said, I just printed mine on plain white everyday printer paper, image size 7.5 by 7.5 with a 1/2 inch border at the top and the bottom. So now I just need to trim these down so there is a 1/2 inch border on the right and the left. I'm just going to get out my paper trimmer. Now, if you don't have a paper trimmer, just, draw a faint line a 1/2 inch away and hand cut them. Also, if you don't have a printer, go over to the Kinko's, like save your photos onto a jump drive, a flash drive, one of the little stick things. You can actually put your stick thing in their color photocopier. If you don't want to deal with the color photocopier of it all, take your little jump drive up to the counter at the Kinko's. I think they're called like FedEx Kinko's now, but you get what I mean, and they'll do it for you. Mine, I'm gonna call it free because I printed it on my own home color printer. Did I have to buy the ink? Yeah, but it was already in my printer, so I call it free. So really, I just need to trim these. The hardest part for me is going to be figuring out a 1/2 inch, a 1/2 inch, a 1/2 inch. The second thing about the paper trimmer, it stops at 1 inch here, but where's a 1/2 inch? You just never know. If I line this up and then lightly put a little pencil mark, which I don't have a pencil, then I'll know where to line up my blade. This photo I may not use. I'm gonna do a test run on this photo first. Put a little pencil mark right there, and then that way I know where to line up my blade. Yay! Now let's do the same thing right here. Little baby mark at the 1/2 inch. Yay. Okay, so that's basically what I have to do now to the remaining 11 of these photos. Yay! So all of my photos are cut to the perfect size and we are ready to mount them on to our canvases. For that, I'm going to use decoupage. There's a part of me that's like, maybe you could use spray adhesive. I don't know. We're gonna decoupage because we got these Mod Podge bottles at the Dollar Tree for $1. I'm going to coat a pretty good amount. I'm just gonna pour it right on top. So I'm just gonna coat this really good, making sure I get all the way to my edges. Don't get any of these little cheap hairbrushes in there. We want a generous layer, but not a messy layer. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I brought a little like scraper thing so I could make sure I don't get any wrinkles in my image. And since it's exactly cut to the right size, shouldn't be an issue. Keeping it straight. Get my edges down, no air bubbles. Because the canvas is empty in the middle, I wanna make sure that I can press it down without like pushing onto the canvas. So that's why I have this scraper. So I've turned it upside down and basically I'm going to make sure everything is really stuck down by using this scraper on the inside of the canvas on my tile floor. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, we got some wrinkles. So I'm gonna note where the wrinkles are and then I'm going to really smush them down. That's making it better. You really gotta like scrape. Oh no, that's working out really, really well. It is getting those wrinkles out. So just be patient, work with your scraper, work it, get that wrinkle out. Oh yeah, that's getting really, really nice. There are wrinkles on my edges, so I kind of want to smooth those gently because I can only really get those from the top. I'm toying with like an edge treatment in my head. I haven't decided yet if I want to do it, but actually, damn, that looks pretty good, right? Typically with Mod Podge, decoupage, what have you, you do a coat on the top to like lock it in. But I'm worried that if I do a coat on the top, it will wrinkle my paper. That's really good. I'm gonna put this over here face down. Number 2, let's grab another one. See if this one works as smoothly or if we'll be moving to spray adhesive. I mean, I guess the saving grace is that These canvases cost $1, and if I mess one up, not that big of a deal. It's not like they cost me $12 each, so we're still on Mod Podge bottle number 1. So I'm gonna just dump this on here like I did the last time. I may have dumped a little bit too much on this one. Lay this on nice and even. This is a photo from when Davis turned 21. Ooh, that one looks good. Where's my spray paper? Getting all in one direction. I don't know why I'm being so precise this one. The first one I was just all over the board. Check our wrinkle situation. Ooh, this one I did way better than the first one. I don't know why. There are no wrinkles there's a tiny hair of a wrinkle right there. Oh, look at all that Mod Podge that. Maybe the key is a little more Mod Podge. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh my gosh, this one looks really good. Okay, I need a paper towel because Mod Podge is squirting out everywhere. This one looks good. That first one's a little iffy, but this one looks good. If they all turn out like this, I will be pleased. I need a paper towel, dude. Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna decoupage them all. Let me get a paper towel. Okay, so you need to be careful when smoothing it out from the top because I just fucked this one up real bad. I was scraping and I ripped the paper. There's a chunk of paper missing right here and I'm super mad about it. However, I was toying around with doing like an edge treatment, more of like a frame. But again, also, I could probably rip this off, reprint this picture and do this one again. So yeah, be careful. I really smoothed this one out very nicely, I will say that. It looks really good, minus the dime size rip right there. Let's do another one. Canvas. I liked the more Mod Podge, but not that much more Mod Podge. Edge to edge. Fingers crossed I do not mess this one up. Lining her up. Let's do the gentle method. Even pressure in the other direction. This one turned out really nicely too. Just wish there was a way to get these edges a little bit smoother because they're bugging the shit out of me, really. I mean, from a distance, you can't see that there's a little bit of wrinkles on the edge right here, but we'll see what happens when it's all the way dry. For now, I'm gonna finish decoupaging the rest. Okay, I have 6 done, 6 more to go. You know, the first one I was like really scraping and getting in there. That's really not necessary. The smooth, like nice strokes in one direction, nice strokes going back in the other direction. That seems to be the best way. Also, gently place the image down rather than trying to smooth it out first and then flip it and then do the little squeegee method. That works the best. There's my rip. That one makes me so mad right now because these 6 would be almost perfect if it wasn't for this. But you can see they look pretty cute. You get the gist of like the MixTiles, like what it looks like. And I still haven't decided if I want to put a coat of decoupage on top yet. Because what if I come this far and then I decoupage it on the top and then it wrinkles right back up? I would be pissed. But for the most part, they're looking pretty good. And I just need to finish decoupaging the rest. You got to be right up on them to see that it's like a hair wrinkly. But let me finish this and let these dry. Okay, so yay. Here they all are, decoupaged up, just drying their little hearts out. But what I am noticing is the more that they dry, the more the edges that I was worried about were wrinkly are completely smooth. So I just think they need a lot of time to dry so that all those wrinkles flatten out. And if that is the case, then I am going to be super excited. Pro tip / word to the wise. Be prepared to mess up 1 or 2 and just be okay with it. You can easily, if you have a printer, reprint one that you mess up and do it again. It's not a big deal. Like, because my floor was being so shitty, this one over here, a little bit stuck to the floor, and so there's like a white dot right there. I just went in and reprinted that one. I might just rip those off and redo them. Or I might just hang them and say, from a distance, they look beautiful. I honestly don't think I'm going to put decoupage over the top. And speaking of Mod Podge, 1 bottle, and I probably still have that much left. Hello, $1, $12. That is $14 total. I mean, of course, minus the cost of our little glue dots that may or may not work. So even if they don't work, I am gonna give it a try because that's what MixTiles claim to fame is. If they don't work, I have no problem hanging these with nails. I'm gonna stop for today and let them completely dry and decide if I need to do some sort of treatment on the edge because I'm not happy with like the wrinkles, or if all the wrinkles go away. Again, be prepared to mess one or two up, especially while you're getting the gist of how to smooth them out, how much Mod Podge to use. One of them, two of them might get jacked up. It's not the end of the world. We can redo them.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology.
So yeah, we are only out $13 and our glue dots are $14 and we have made 12 of the MixTiles. And I think they look pretty damn great, wrinkles and all. Okay, so here is the deal. The MixTiles, or the wannabe MixTiles, are all dry. There are a few where the edges have a slight wrinkle. If I'm like this, I can see it. But when I think, oh, it's gonna be up on a wall, it might not look that bad. So I was looking at the MixTile website. They actually, which is kind of a little bit counterintuitive, I think, because they have like a frame and you can pick a black frame or a white frame. And then I was looking at it, I was like, why didn't I just get frames and put these in square frames? Like, what's the big deal? It literally looks like an 8x8 square frame that they just popped a picture in and they're calling it a MixTile. However, I was like, well, it would give me an opportunity if I put a frame around here to cover up any wrinkles that might be in the image. Now, the actual image, I was really, really good and there are no wrinkles. It's just right at the edge in some areas. There's like tiny little wrinkle. So I goofed around with taking some chipboard and was trying to figure out how to do a frame. Oh, I'll do it. It'll be so amazing. All miter cut pieces of chipboard. Let me just tell you how many times I tried to miter cut. All of these, all of these, all of these. Oh, there's more, don't worry. All of these. I probably spent more time trying to figure out how to miter cut chipboard to fit around these frames than I spent on making all of these MixTiles. I mean, it's a wonderful, beautiful idea, but I think because these Dollar Tree canvases are not perfectly square, nothing was coming out right. All of these pieces are my test pieces. I was like, well, I'm not gonna sit here and individually measure each one. So I was like, oh, what if I just, square them up, butt them up against each other? So I painted chipboard black. I'll just do them square, and they're painted black, so I was like, you won't be really that noticeable if it's just butted up against each other. So I did this, and while it does cover up any wrinkles on the edges, I simply don't like it. I don't like it with the frame around it. I don't think it looks all that cute. Now, you could go with a white edge, but then I was like, my photo already has a white edge, so why take the extra time? And then again, I just kept thinking, I could have just ordered, like, I'm sure they sell 8x8 square frames online. What's the friggin' point? I don't like it. I'm not gonna do it. And I don't like it so much so that the tiny baby wrinkle, you can't even really tell it's there. And especially when these are hung, no one's gonna be able to tell. So I'm not putting a frame on. But if you wanted to, you could put a frame on, and you could use foam core, you could use chipboard. Those are options, especially if you have some that are really, really, really super wrinkly. But if you take your time, I think that the wrinkles are gonna be few and far between. I only did one layer of Mod Podge, and it was the initial layer to get the image stuck to it. I did not put Mod Podge over the top of these. These look pretty fucking perfect, so I'm not gonna mess with them. The images are on there, I like them. Even though the directions on Mod Podge do tell you to put a layer over the top, I did not. I didn't want this to get wrinkly and then not be able to smooth the wrinkles out. If you do mess up on one, it is really, really easy to get rid of it and then start again. All I did on the ones that I wanted to redo was I took them over to the sink and I ran water over it, and I let the water kind of soak through and then like reactivate the Mod Podge, and then I just scraped it off. It was so easy. I was surprised at how easy it was. And then I just went to my printer and reprinted those pictures and then did them again, and they turned out beautifully. Now that they're all done, it's time to hang them. In true MixTile form, they're supposed to be removable and no nails and whatnot. So you know, I got the glue dots from the Dollar Tree. I have no idea if these are gonna work, but we're gonna give it a try to see, because maybe some of you do want a removable no nail situation. Nails would be fine for me, but I do want to give these glue dots a try. There are 36 in one pack. So there's a clear thing and then you peel it away and there is the glue dot there. And if these don't work, I'm gonna put back in, because you know me, I saved the little picture hangers. We're gonna play around with it and we're gonna see how we can hang these suckers. Now these are pretty light, so I don't think I'm too worried about them being too heavy. I'm just worried the glue dots won't work at all, no matter what. So let's do this and then let's test it to see if it actually works. Okay, so I just came over to a random wall in my kitchen. So this is the one. I'm gonna take off the clear. Okay, I'm kind of impressed that it's a little bit difficult to remove the clear backing. Now the true test is, am I gonna stick it here and be able to get it off? Let's plop it up. Okay, it's stuck. Now let's just pretend like, oh, okay. It's actually stuck pretty good. You think I can remove it? Nothing on my wall. Glue dot's still intact, still sticky. Okay, this might work. So I am going to re-glue dot all the rest of them, and then I'm going to hang them where they're officially going to go. I want to put these MixTiles on the wall going up the stairs up to Davis's loft. I don't exactly know how I'm going to do that or how I even want them to go. So I was thinking maybe that's the benefit of having them with these removable things, because like they do show in the little commercial, people are like, wait, where should I put it? And you know, putting it up and rearranging and putting it up and rearranging. I feel like once I got them up with the sticky stuff rearranged, that I might go in and just rehang them by a nail, because I don't know how many times I can stick, unstick, stick, unstick. I don't know how long these glue dots are gonna last for that. I know that somewhere right around there is the center of this wall, but I haven't decided if I wanna go like dicka, like I don't know. I have 12 to work with. I guess I should just go for it. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna play around with it, and I'm gonna use the stickiness of these to play around with it, and we'll see how that goes. Let's just start hanging and see where it takes us. And this is gonna get harder as I have to go down the stairs and try to reach up. Maybe like this. Now this is the one I already put up and removed once. Okay, I'm kind of digging that, so I'm gonna keep hanging. Oh, well, hell. Son of a bitch. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, so as you noticed, these glue dots are not the best. I do have some double stick tape that I'm wondering maybe might work a little better, because this one's not sticking at all. Yeah. And just as I was getting like a really good formation too. Let me go find my double stick tape and we'll see if that works any better than these Dollar Tree glue dots. This is like Crafter's double stick tape. It's pretty strong. I mean, I get the idea of it being very easy to hang and place with some sort of tape on it so that you're not putting a million nails in one spot. That way at least we can get like a formation that you like and then go back in with nails. I feel like on the MixTile commercial, the person before they hung it was taking off a strip like this, and it looked like maybe double stick foam tape to me, but so far this is working a little better, and at least I can get the formation going, and then we'll see. Jesus. No, I hear somebody. God damn it. No. Okay. I can't take it. Every time I put one up with a combination of the glue dots and the double stick tape, it just falls. While our version of the MixTile may not be removable and you may have to stick a nail or two in your wall, what we spent is a far cry from the price that they're trying to charge. I have got to go get nails because I'm about ready to kill myself and I'm putting 1,000,000 nails in my wall and I don't even care. I'm going to get these hung come hell or high water. I'm not gonna lie, this is real life and I'm gonna let you know. If you wanna hang 12 8x8 squares up your stairs, I suggest you don't do it. I could not get the pattern exactly how I wanted it. I simply could not reach. I did, however, because I am like so innovative, when it was really, really tall, it was just out of my reach to like hammer in a nail. I went downstairs and I got these little baby tongs, put my nail like so, and then I squeezed up. What's nice is I didn't have to hold them shut. So the nail's in there really good and I barely even need to hold it. The length of the hammer with the length of this was just enough for me to reach up and pound, pound, pound. That was helpful. However, doing it up the stairs, pain in the ass. Just simply because I can't reach everywhere where I wanted it to go. So my pattern's a little shifted more this way on the wall than that way, but it looks great. Would it have been convenient to have the double stick tape work? Yeah. It would have. So I'll give MixTiles that. And, you know, probably removable glue dots from the Dollar Tree were not the way to go, but I was trying to, you know, keep this very Dollar Tree, and now we know. Do not use those Dollar Tree glue dots. I'm sure there are better ones on the market, but like I said, the double stickness to me, the removability of it was not a big issue for me. It is a very big selling point for MixTiles, hence why I wanted to incorporate it in ours. There are probably products out there that you could use as far as double stick removable, and they didn't have them at the Dollar Tree. So yeah. But other than that, our MixTiles are amazing and I will show you. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna see all of them because they're going up my staircase, but yeah. And see, I gotta wait for Davis or someone tall to get home because like I can tell that one, well, maybe it is a little bit straight, but how cute, right? And like I said, from a distance, you have no idea that they're wrinkly in the least. Those look like legit MixTiles for sure. I mean, ones that are a little bit crooked, but that'll be fun. We can fix that. Let's fix it. And I did keep the stickum on the back, so in case I needed to do something like that. Now I feel like that looks a little better. But look, how cute. Here's when you're walking up the stairs. I think it's pretty cute, really cute. MixTiles from the Dollar Tree. Gotta love them. So yeah, we did it. Yay. And we saved a shit ton of money doing it ourselves. The project was not hard. It really wasn't. Once you get into the groove of it and you figure out, like, take your time, press out any possible wrinkles or air bubbles from the Mod Podge layer. Once you get the hang of that, it's pretty easy and takes no time at all. So if you're looking for that MixTile sort of very uniform picture hanging situation, this is pretty much the way to go, because I will tell you what, as darling as those MixTiles look, I was not gonna spend $68, $98, whatever deal they're giving right now for $6, $9, $12. No, I wasn't about it. We literally made 12 for $12, technically $13 with the Mod Podge, $14 if you technically don't already have white paint. Let's just round it up. 12 tiles for $15. So yeah, we're awesome again. Maybe this is a we can make that you will actually try, because easy, cheap, and it looks good in the end. I dare you to try it. How's that? Try one, see how it goes. Maybe 12 was a little, not ambitious as far as getting them done, but ambitious as far as hanging 12 up the stairs. It's not bad now that they're up. You should totally do it. I dare you to make your own MixTiles. That is it for this DIY Wednesday video. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Be sure to ring that notification bell so that you are alerted to all of the DIY Wednesday videos I push out every other Wednesday at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Be sure to share this video with your family and friends. And as always, thanks for hanging out. It's still a far cry from the over $100. There goes one. God damn it.